안녕하세요 여러분. 이번 시간에는 12과 Grammar 12.4 Irregular predicates with heat 같이 공부해요. Some adjective stems ending in the consonant heat h drops the stem final h before a vowel, especially before a type ending or a type ending. These irregular patterns apply mostly native color terms and demonstrative adjectives. Color terms include 까맣다 to be black, 하얗다 white, 노랗다 to be yellow, 빨갛다 to be red, 파랗다 to be blue. Demonstrative adjectives include 이렇다 to be this way, 저렇다 to be that way, 그렇다 to be so, 어떻다 to be some way. Let us look at the sample conjugation of a color term 노랗다 to be yellow. What happens is stem final here is omitted before the vowel sound, right? Stem of the word is 노란, as you see in the table, with the noun modifying suffix 은 that begins with a vowel. Stem final here is omitted, right? So the final conjugated form is 노란, and this is noun modifying form of 노랗다. With a non-past polite ending 아요, it also begins with a vowel, right? So here becomes omitted, is omitted. And at this time, a new vowel E is added to the stem. So the stem becomes 노래. And with the polite ending 요, final form is 노래요. With the past tense ending 왔어요, which also begins with a vowel. So here is omitted and E vowel is added. So the stem becomes 노래, and with the past tense ending, final form is 노랬어요. With the honorific polite ending 으세요, and this also begins with a vowel, so here it is omitted. At this time, you don't need to add e, so the final conjugated form is 노라세요, 노라세요. Note that the first four endings begin with a vowel, right? Vowel, vowel, okay? And that affects the form of the stem, right? But if the stem begins with a consonant, not a vowel, for example, 씁니다, so this is deferential ending for statement, and it begins with a consonant, and nothing happens in the stem, right? In other words, stem final here stays in G2. It is not omitted. So the final conjugated form is 놀았습니다. And you see here in the conjugated form. The same happens with the closure connective ending 고, and this also begins with a consonant, not a vowel, so nothing happens in the stem. So the final conjugated form is 노랗고. Now let us look at another sample conjugation of 그렇다, to be so, and this is demonstrative adjective. The same rule applies. Stem final here is omitted before the vowel, and the stem of the word is 그렇 with the non-modifying suffix 은 that begins with a vowel, right? Stem final here is omitted. Final form is 그런. With a non-past polite ending 어요 that begins with a vowel. Stem final here again is omitted, and as you saw in the previous slide, in this case you add e vowel so that the stem becomes 그래, and with the polite ending 요, the final form is 그래요. With the past tense ending 없어요 that begins with a vowel, again here is omitted, add e vowel, so the stem becomes 그래, with the past tense ending 그랬어요 is the final form. With the honorific polite ending 으세요 that begins with a vowel, again here is omitted, but you don't need to attach e, so the final conjugated form is 그러세요. 자, these four endings begins with a vowel, so it affects the form of the stem, right? But again, 씁니다 and 고, they all begin with the consonant, which doesn't affect the form of the adjective stem, right? So with the deferential ending for statements, you have to say 그렇습니다, and stem final here stays in G2. And you see the same thing in this example, 그렇고, right? You don't drop H, here, okay? When you look at the conjugative form of regular here ending adjective, such as 좋다, you may be able to find clear difference in form between regular and irregular adjectives in question. For the regular adjective, you must not drop stem final here. For example, 좋다, with a noun modifying suffix 은, the final conjugative form is 좋은. Note that there's no omission of stem final here, right? Okay, you see the same pattern for in the rest of the example. 좋아요, 좋았어요, 좋으세요, 좋습니다, 좋고, right? So stem final here stays in G2. On the other hand, for the irregular adjectives, the stem final here is omitted when it is followed by the vowel, right? So you see the clear difference in form. Now let us look at more examples of conjugation, but at this time we focus on the conjugation with non-modifying suffix 은. Okay, so you see color terms and demonstrative adjective, they are all irregular, right? 자, 하얗다, conjugative form is 하얀. Again, note that stem final here is omitted before the vowel, right? You can, and the same applies for the rest of examples. 노랗다, to be yellow, 노란. 빨갛다, to be red, 빨간. 파랗다, to be blue, 파란, right? 까맣다, to be black, and conjugative form is 까만. With the demonstrative adjective 어떻다, right? The form is 어떤, right? Again, stem final here is omitted. 이렇다, to be this way. 이런, 그렇다, 그런, right? 저렇다, 저런. Good? And as you saw in the previous slide, but there are regular predicate that are very similar in terms of the form. Okay, for regular predicate, the stem final H here is not omitted, right? So 많다 with a non-modifying suffix, 많은, right? You see the stem final here stays in G2. 좋다, 좋은, 싫다, 싫은. Okay? The words such as 하얗다, 노랗다, 빨갛다, and so forth, they are adjectives that are used as a predicate in a sentence. But sometimes you need to say the label, color label, or name of the color, such as white color, yellow color, and so forth. You can also make those words using these color predicates. But to do that, you have to conjugate color predicate into a non-modifying form by attaching a non-modifying suffix so that they become 하얀, 노란, 빨간, 파란, 까만. We already saw this in the previous slide. And then you attach a noun, 색, which means color. So that you have 하얀색, which means white color, 노란색, yellow color, 빨간색, 파란색, and finally 까만색, which means black color. Okay? 자, 여기까지입니다. 우리 다음 비디오에서 만나요.